I presume you watched this video. Please watch it first, or you might be confused about what I will cover in this video. Link in the description. Are you still watching this video? Go on, watch that video first and then come back to this video. Thank you. As you probably know, protein takes a long time to digest, and we lose 30% of the calories in protein to digest and heat generation. Most of us eat too many calories. We generate heat and use more calories eating protein, which help us to lose weight. The original Atkins diet was on a high protein, which worked by thermogenesis, burning tons of calories to break down that protein into components, amino acids. Many people lose weight on a high protein diet. Still, in a long term, a high protein diet deprives your gut bacteria of essential fiber needed to produce SCFA, which is short chain fatty acids. Those molecules are so critical for mitochondrial health. Mitochondrial function generally starts to plummet within days of starting a high protein diet. The production of short chain fatty acid significantly drops, suppressing butyrate production while increasing damaging compounds. Too much protein can cause too much hydrogen sulfide to be produced in the colon, which damage your colon cells. When you eat a diet high in animal protein, you deprive your body of polyphenols that helps your gut bacteria multiply. If you like eating animal protein or protein shakes, I recommend wild fish and shellfish. The smaller fish, the better. Sardines, herrings, anchovies, oysters, mussels, and of course, wild salmon. In terms of protein powder, go for hemp, pea isolate, collagen hydrolysed, goat or sheep isolate protein powders. Fish are a fantastic source of omega-3 and phospholipids without the risk of mercury or other heavy metals. As for dairy products, I would avoid cow's milk with A1 protein, which is most of cow's milk in the shops are A1 protein. Go for A2 cow's milk. It's better for you. And goats, sheep milk, yogurt and cheeses. Coconut milk, yogurt and cheeses are a great option too. It comes with extra benefit of ketones generating medium chain triglyceride, which is MCT. They also contains compounds called MFGMs, MFGMs, which makes them soluble. One research I read, when people was ingesting MFGMs, they lose weight and reduce insulin resistance. That's because MFGMs are mitochondrial uncoupling. You have enormous army to create energy and use fat efficiently, so go for food I've just mentioned. You don't need to eat lots of protein to lose weight or gain muscle mass. In my personal experience, when I stopped eating meat a while ago, I didn't want it, and occasionally I ate fish, which was mainly smoked salmon, approximately 100-200 grams. Some weeks I didn't eat protein at all. I didn't lose my muscle. I got leaner and reduced body fat. I'm not against meat or fish. I do eat sometimes. I'm not the person who eats meat or fish every day. I just don't want to eat protein every day. Imagine a fireplace. You put wood, it burns. You put paper, it burns. You put plastic, it burns. Anything you eat will burn and your body will use as energy. And of course, don't worry about your muscle. They'll be fed all the time. They're not gonna starve or shrink. But if you are fruitarian and don't eat vegetables at all, then your insulin and hunger will be all over the place. And you will lose muscle mass and your energy level will be very low. I have tried this, but it lasted up to 6 days. For the first 3 days, I liked eating lots of fruits, but then I felt tired, I wanted to sleep. I felt puffy, bloated. I didn't like that feeling. And also I constantly felt hungry. I don't say that vegan and vegetarianism are the best way for your health. No, not at all. You have to listen your body and cravings, and don't eat protein just because someone said so, or just because you saw a very expensive advert for specific protein powder or protein bars. I have a client who found it very hard not to eat meat at least 4 days a week, and realized that he couldn't be a vegetarian or vegan, and I told him his body couldn't function without animal protein. That's based on his full blood work. I'm, on the other hand, very different. I'm not a big meat or fish eater. Some weeks I like it, some weeks I don't. For me, like kind of take it or leave it. But some weeks I do want lamb. So you see, I'm not vegetarian, vegan or fruitarian. I don't have a specific diet. Very important to listen your body signals. I drink occasionally goat's milk or coconut milk when I order coffee in Starbucks or Costa, but that's not very often. But I like a regular butter, and my favorite one is Litre Light. I think it's delicious. It tastes good, amazing. I like blue cheese and goat cheese, which is excellent for my health. And I fast every day for 12 to 14 hours, my last meal at 4-5 p.m. This works for me, and you have to find what works for you. And I think fasting is very, very important. More protein doesn't mean it's good for you, or more protein will build more muscle. No, protein can be stored as fat quickly. And when I tried this diet, I found it was harder to lose weight being on a high protein diet compared with a high carb diet. High carb diet, you lose water very quickly.